And now, if you don't mind, give me a couple minutes. I'm going to tell you how I known about your books. I left this for the end because I didn't want you to hang up on me. We got the podcast already. I'm going to tell you. Can I tell you?
Of course.
I was in prison for 2 years, 2014 to 2016 in America. I live in Europe, but I was in America. And something really stupid. I should have done 30 days only, but whatever. It opened, it guided me. This prison term guided me to your books, and it changed my view on life completely. And I was in my second year, and I met this guy because I was looking for somebody close to me, like a spiritual person. Most people in prison are not really spiritual. It's a lot of noise. Anyway, so what I was doing in the morning when they opened the gate, 7 o'clock in the morning, I grab my bag and I go outside and I find the most quiet place in the whole yard, like in the middle of the yard. And I met this guy. He was a Buddhist. He was meditating over there too in the yard. And we started talking to him, and he said, "Did you read this book, Conversation with God?" I said, "No, no." And he brought me the book, and he gave it to me. This is his present. I have it here, right here from jail with my number. It's my number. Yeah, I'm not going to show it on the screen, but with my name and everything. And I read it and I was blown away by the message. Be grateful in advance. And I said, "Man, do you have more books?" And he was giving me one of your book every couple days. He had all his books, all your books. So this is how I read all your books in prison. And I brought several back with me. And I remember I asked this guy, I said, "Do you know about this gentleman? Is he still alive?" He said, "Yeah, yeah, he's only like 72 years old or something." I said, "One day, maybe I'll meet him." And here I am. I met you, sir.
Wow. Fascinating story.
Yeah, I left it for the ending. So I don't know. Maybe you would say, okay, this guy's been in prison. I don't want to talk to him, but this is what happened.
I was in prison once, 3 weeks. I went there deliberately. I was a journalist. I was a reporter, and I was assigned the story to write it. I was told to write a story about conditions at the local jail. So they agreed to have me go to jail, and nobody else would know that I was a reporter. They all thought that I was, serving a sentence. And so we made up a big story that I had, cheated on my taxes or whatever, and I was serving a 3-year prison sentence. So nobody but me and the warden. The warden knew, but nobody else knew. None of the guards knew. Nobody else knew. I was there for 3 weeks. They, give you a little bit of food, and sat down at the tables, and I wrote a story about what it was like to be in prison. So it was what they call in the journalism business an expose.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's hard, but in the same time, it's an amazing. It was an awakening for me in some way because I start looking at life completely differently after
I'm
that.
sure you were. Yeah, I'm sure you
Yeah,
did. Of
yeah.
course.
When I got out, I couldn't believe it. I was like, okay, there's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
sky, there's a
yeah,
tree. Oh, I'm
yeah,
walking
right.
here. And I couldn't
Yeah.
believe it. I can put any
And
clothes on. It was an amazing
I can go
experience. And
wherever I want to
I
go.
can go
Yeah.
anywhere. Yeah. And I remember I ran away to a coffee shop. There was a K Circle, gas station. I remember I was drinking coffee when I was before the prison. And I ran to that gas station. I got me a big cup of coffee. And I was drinking. It was the best coffee in my life. Yeah.
I really enjoyed being with you, my friend. Thank you for spending this hour with me.
Thank you very much, sir. So nice to meet you. And thanks again for all these books. They're amazing. And thanks again for writing them for me personally. Thank you.
And thank you for the chance to speak with you. And I appreciate these moments we've shared.
Likewise. Nice to meet you, sir.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye for now.